Joining our pub quiz team this week is not only a brilliant comedian, but the writer behind many other brilliant comedians. He's a regular fixture on the radio and is a member of the legendary sketch group Pappies. It's Matthew Crosby.
Matthew, thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to add to that intro our first and only guest to ask ahead of time if there's parking. Which I think is a lovely little detail.
Am I by any chance your oldest guest?
I wouldn't have thought so. No, I don't think so.
You read in between the lines there.
I don't think so. I don't think at all.
Do other guests show up with 2 baby seats in the car? I've got to have on-street parking.
I'll be honest,
guys.
some guests just don't show up.
Oh, well, there we go. There we go. No,
We've had guests show up. We have had guests show up who have driven, but we've also on the other side who have kids. But on the other side of that, we've had guests who've shown up and said, "So I need to blow my nose because it was such a big night last night."
Oh,
that was a hell of a start to the pod.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
I think the baby seats makes us feel a lot
not
more
to say
comfortable.
you can't have kids.
Yeah, of course.
And also, enjoy the baby powder. This is, obviously, but that's not for me. That's not my life. I've driven here. It'd be mad if I was gacked off my tits, wouldn't it? By the way, is there off-street parking? Would you mind if I did a big fat line off the bonnet? Is that all right?
What will be a bit damning though is if that guest ends up with a better score in the quiz than you get.
Yes,
I think there's a bit of pressure now to come in and get
performance
Is there a day in
enhancing.
display? Because I need the ticket just to roll up one of those. That'd be ideal.
Are you much of a quizzer, Matthew?
I'm glad you asked quizzer there. Yeah. Are you much of a caner? Am I much of a quizzer? I used to quiz a lot. I used to be really into the pub quiz. In fact, we did the pub quizzes in like my local area of like Crystal Palace so much that we'd often see the same quizzers show up in different pubs with the same quiz. They did. So you go, oh great, there's a pub quiz on a Tuesday and a Wednesday. And you get there on the Wednesday, you're like, oh, it's Tuesday's quiz. It's the same guy.
At which point did you sort of say, guys, let's hold our hands up. We know the answers here. Let's have a quiet pint in the corner. Or did you say, this is a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a shame we're going to get.
We're not going to throw it out now, but see what happens.
Be shouting out the questions before he. Yeah. No. We obviously just waited it out and waited till Thursday's pub quiz.
Shouting out questions for a quizmaster who's already done it is quite funny, as if it's sort of like a gig.
Yeah.
Sort of like, they know this one, do they? So it's one of my favourites.
A friend of mine though was when he was doing. They used to do this thing at the Comedy Zone. At the cabaret bar in Edinburgh called the Comedy Zone, right? Mm-hmm. And he was doing the Comedy Zone, and somebody. It was like a mixed bill show, 11 o'clock at night, with a bunch of comics who've been going about 6 months each. So none of them had the chops to do these kind of late night gigs. And someone hated him so much that he came the next night to shout all of his punchlines just a second before he got to them. So he hated this guy's comedy so much that he was like, I'm coming back tomorrow night and I'm going to ruin your set because listen, you ruined my night, I'm going to ruin your night.
Was it like offensive comedy or was it?
He just thought he was rubbish.
Just like, I'm just offended at how rubbish.
I just think you're rubbish and I've clearly got a bit of money to throw around.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, wild.
That is insane.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you into a little secret. I know that Matthew Crosby is going to be good at this.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, I've actually worked with Matthew Crosby on when I worked at TV on The Last Leg.
Right.
Maybe some other stuff, but I know you're just one of those people who knows a bit about everything. I think you can't write on The Last Leg and not know a bit about everything.
Yeah, but you're only ever writing about that week's news, and it's very accessible.
But after 14 years, that is a bit about everything, really, isn't it?
Oh no! As soon as I've written it, gone. It's out the head.
It is a weird thing how disposable it is. You spend a week on stuff and then bang, gone. See you later.
Never think about it ever again. So I'm actually, I'm always smart in the moment, thick in sort of general terms.
Sure.
Yeah.
What a line.
Yeah. And if you can work out what I meant by it, you're even smarter than I am.
What sort of general or specific subjects do you think you could be bringing to this?
Oh, God. I mean, you hate to say I'm really good on music and then every question you get wrong. So I feel like that's a trick question.
I would love for that to happen to you.
I'm really good on music.
Yeah, and then everything goes wrong.
Any particular music? Any era of music? That
bit of everything, really?
Yeah, just a topical songs. That's what I'm into.
Any bit have come out this week.
Those novelty songs that reach the sort of like top 5.
Yeah.
Bob the Builder, Mr. Blobby, fast food rockers.
Chaz and Dave.
You know what? Yeah, absolutely. A bit of Jive Bunny. Love a bit of that. Jive Bunny's probably before your time, isn't it? Did you remember Jive Bunny and the Master Mixers? Yeah. Jive Bunny was a cartoon bunny who would get a bunch of old songs from the 50s and 60s and chop them together and make them into like a new song.
Sounds bloody brilliant.
It was great.
Would do well on TikTok now.
Yeah.
I think we'd do really well.
Let's bring back Jive Bunny.
Yeah.
We like to ask our guest the most interesting fact that they know, something they may have heard recently, something that they always pull out at parties. Have you got something for us?
Yes. I'm reading a book about the Beatles at the moment, right?
It's on brand.
And I think it does feel on brand for me, doesn't it? And this is the fact I'm currently boring people with, right?
Yeah.
Every time, you know when you're halfway through telling something, by the way, it's a fact that's like got bits to it.
Okay.
So it's not just one thing.
Favourite
You're halfway through and you can see the glazing over in the eyes of the person you're telling it to. So I'll see who glazes over first. Out of the two of you. So you know, the Beatles released an album called Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. There was a song on it called She's Leaving Home. It was inspired by an article that Paul McCartney read about a girl who had run away from home. That was how rarely it was happening back in 1967. The Daily Mail were writing articles about it. So he was he was inspired. He was like, great, I'll write this song, and it's a brilliant song. And then in the 90s, it was discovered that Paul McCartney had met the girl. He'd met her like 3 years earlier when he judged Brenda Lee lookalike competition on telly. So she'd come first in this competition. He shook her hand. They'd never seen each other again, and no one had made the connection until years later.
Wow, that is really
Sorry,
good.
was it before she ran away?
Yeah. So the chronology is she enters the competition.
Yeah.
A bit later she runs away. About 3 years later she runs away from home. Paul reads the article, writes the song. Song gets released. Like 30 years later, someone goes, "Oh, this girl from this song is..."
That is really good.
Do you know what I think's mad in that? The fact that Paul McCartney was judging lookalike competitions. Is he still doing that as a bit of a side hustle now?
I think he still does, yeah. But, you know, this would have been when the Beatles were like... The reason the Beatles were so famous because they were on the telly all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, they would pop up on the Morecambe and Wise show. I think because we think of the Beatles as being this, like... this sort of hallowed, untouchable thing. They were on the telly all the... You know, they would be doing jukebox jewellery and stuff like that.
They were McFly.
They were McFly. Exactly,
yeah.
they were McFly.
I hope when he met her the first time, that wasn't when he wrote that line, "She was just 17, you know what I mean." That would have been horrible.
Yeah.
That would have been horrible.
A lot of their... I mean, to be fair, when he wrote that, he was probably about 21. So, you know...
Yeah.
I think I don't think that's a terrible window.
No.
We are picturing Paul McCartney, the guy who just headlined Glastonbury a year ago, who's 80. To be fair, he's not redressed it. He's not gone age appropriate. You know,
He could change it to 70 now, couldn't he?
Yeah.
And it would still be all right, Paul, fucking hell, she's a bit young. She was just 70, you know what I mean?
Chill out, you're 83, mate. Still a 30. It's a worse age gap than before.
What's her dad saying about this, Paul?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's not around.
There's a range just leaving home to get away from you.
Lovely fact. You did not disappoint at all. Which means, actually, I think the pressure's off in terms of team name. It could be shit now, and we'd still be happy with that.
Okay.
What do you think we should be called for today?
Well, I didn't know whether or not to make it largely about me or about the three of us. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I thought we could be Squiddy, Quizzer, and the Cross.
Sure.
Right? Because that feels like,
nice,
you know,
yeah.
like feels like there's...
That's really nice, actually.
It feels like that's all of us. Or if you want to be a bit more solipsistic, we could just be Matthew Crosby. So I'll... now I don't want to put myself forward as just the main front man.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to go
You
with the team.
say that, but in the first one, you slyly have, because you're the only one with the at the start of their nickname. It's Squiddy, Quizzy, and the Cross.
The Cross, yeah.
Rhyme, we can just be bungled
The
in
Cross
anyway.
is such an insight into you, age 14, being like, can I get this going at school? Do you think they'll go for it?
Would they call me the Cross?
I was thinking, like, maybe call me the Cross.
Yeah.
Fuck off! Oh man, that's such a hard decision.
Getting the cross sewn into the back of your jumper.
Absolutely, yeah.
Making sure everyone can see it. Sorry, is my label hanging out?
Pop the collar, yeah.
Cross, yeah.
My vote might be Matthew Crosby.
Yeah.
I just think it's sorry,
Matthew
Matthew Crosby.
Crosby,
Sorry.
yeah.
I think it's
I mean, that
I
would
tell
be
you what, let's
arrogant.
just call it Matthew Crosby.
That's just writing your name at the top of things, Sam.
So when
Matthew
you send out
Crosby.
the email to people, the briefing will be like, oh yeah, we had like quiz in my pants, all this kind of stuff. Oh, we had one of them seems called Matthew Crosby. Who was that? Weirdly, it wasn't Matthew Crosby.
It was Will Betts.
Yeah, we just a big fan.
I quite like that.
Matthew
yeah.
Crosby is lovely.
Hey, should we find out who our quizmaster is
Please.
for the week? So, we get a genuine pub quiz sent in from a UK quizmaster, and our quizmaster this week is Tim from the Salcombe Brewery Tap House in South Devon. So, a bit of a West Country quizzer here, and he does his quiz. He is due to start his quizmaster stint soon. So this is like
Oh wow,
he's not made his debut
he's
yet.
not debuted yet.
He's sort
This
of come
is a-
up through the
this is
youth
a preview.
academy.
This is
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, this is a preview. Think of it as a bit of a trial run for him. And be sure to drop us a message, Tim, when you do start.
Yeah, definitely.
We can let you know when you. It's interesting that he's got a venue for where he's doing his quiz,
Yeah.
but they've not let him start yet.
Salcombe Brewery Tap House in South Devon. I think that this is a new cool craft beer place.
Yeah.
And I think that it's just opened in Salcombe. And he's been brought in to sort of like just drum up a little bit of excitement.
So I reckon the pub's opening soon. So anyone based in Salcombe, keep your eye out for the...
I think there's a lot of corduroy shirts. There's a lot of flat peak caps.
Salcombe Brewery Tap House sounds like two people. Someone wanted to call it Salcombe Brewery and someone wanted to call it the Tap House, and they couldn't quite work out what they were going to do. So maybe it's still undecided. Maybe there should be a slash in the middle.
Maybe that's what they need to do for Devon, because you've got to ease in the old men. Because I don't know if you've ever experienced
eased in an old man.
You've got to ease in the old men.
Yeah.
This is, as you've done very nicely for me. Thank you so much for providing me with on-street parking. But I think sometimes when a pub becomes like when Antic takes over a pub and they turn an old man pub into an Antic pub, the old men often refuse to leave, and so you've got to cater to them.
Yeah.
So I think the first bit's catering to the old men.
Yeah.
The tap house is bringing in the young bucks.
Yeah.
But what do you call it? Because every pub needs a shorthand. The Rose, like it might be called the Anglers Arms, but you go to the Anglers. It might be called the Dog and Bell.
It's
but
not
you say,
really quite anything there to...
I'm going to the tap house.
The tap house?
I'm going down the tap.
Yeah,
down
maybe.
The Brewers?
I'm going down the Sally Tap.
Yeah.
Well, look, Tim. Best of luck for your first stint. Do let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
We
can get probably a bit of a preview as to how it's going to go.
Yeah.
Based on these questions.
My worry is, Tim, if it's your first one, this is going to be quite shit.
Let's give him a chance.
Sorry.
Yes, come on. Queensbury rules.
So he's gone in. I'm quite excited by this setup. That this is his trial. This is his first go at doing.
Do
a
we
quiz.
need to make sure this episode doesn't come out before his first night? Because otherwise everyone who's heard this podcast can just go along like I did with the Tuesday, Wednesday and romp home.
It'll be like you around Crystal Palace.
Imagine if either of our listeners ended up going. That'd be crazy. Round one is Tim's general knowledge.
Just to pick up a £50 bar tab at the end of it. Cost more on the train to get here, really. It wasn't really worth it.
Based in Aberdeen. General knowledge is Tim's first round. And Tim, I have noticed you have not put question marks at the end of your questions. I've come in at you very early doors. We normally leave it for something to actually sort of substantial to have a go at you for.
Should we do the general knowledge round?
Yes, here we
see
go.
what it's gone for. So, question one. What is the collective noun for a group of owls? This is classic quiz question. isn't it?
It's
Collective noun.
I do know the answer.
Yep.
Crosby, do you know the answer to this one?
No, but I know that you do.
It's a parliament.
It is a
parliament.
of owls.
I've heard
Yeah,
that.
good.
Yeah.
A parliament of owls.
Okay, so question two. What are the 5 New York boroughs?
Oh.
Okay.
Has anyone ever been, to start with? Anyone been to New York?
To New York, I've been to New York, yeah. Now,
I think
Queens is one of them.
Queens.
We know it's definitely Queens. Brooklyn's another one.
The Bronx.
Is that what it is? That what the
gotta
Bronx
be the
is?
Bronx.
The Bronx is one.
How
is it?
It's a bit like the Cross. How did the
It
Bronx?
is a bit like...
Can't we be the Queens and the Brooklyn? No. The Bronx is. And also, you don't want to fuck with.
I never thought the Venn diagram of Matthew Crosby and the Bronx would ever meet, but it somehow has.
The Bronx always sounds cool, doesn't it? From the Bronx.
I'm from the Bronx.
Yeah, it does. It really
Something
does.
cool about the Bronx.
Well then Manhattan and New Jersey.
Manhattan and New Jersey. Yes.
Actually, no. I think New Jersey is a separate state. Manhattan's definitely one.
What do you think of them questions?
Oh.
We need to give 5 answers.
It's
here.
one of the islands. It's one of the islands.
What? It's Staten Island.
Staten Island. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
is it Staten Island?
Staten Island.
All right. Okay, we're going to Staten Island.
Question 3. What was the name of the first dog in space?
Oh, I know this one.
Go on.
It's Laika.
Really?
Yeah. Laika, the first dog in space.
Lika?
L-I-A. Yeah, L-A-I-K.
And I'm presuming that dog died in space.
Yeah. And listen, even if it didn't, it would be dead by now. So I wouldn't. Yeah, it did. It died in space.
But any of those, like when they say, "Oh yeah, the first animal to go into space, the monkey went to space," they all died in space, right?
Yeah.
They all just like floated off into the abyss.
Yeah, or burnt
I've never
up
thought
on
about it. You never actually
re-entry,
see. You don't see the footage of them landing and getting out and everyone applauding.
That's what you really want to see is a dog getting out, taking off a helmet, putting it under his arm and waving. That's really what you want, and there's no footage like that.
They said
there.
it died.
A nice big bone waiting for him. Yeah. But no, just off you go. Off you go, Laika.
This is one man's step for a big boy. Good boy. Fuck.
Question number 4. In which year was the first iPhone launched? I think we've had a question similar to this before.
We've had iPod, and I think that was 2001-ish.
Was it 2007, the first iPhone?
That sounds about right.
I'm just trying to think of what I was up to in 2007. What was I talking into?
What were you doing in 2007?
I'm just trying to picture my periphery when I've got it held up to my ear.
What was your life in 2007?
My life in 2007, I was doing my second Edinburgh show. So yeah, I've been doing it a really long time.
iPhone 4 came out in 2012, I'm sure.
Okay.
So
We'll just go back. Just go back.
What do you think?
how often did they
18
come
months?
out?
Every 18 months?
Every 18 months or so? So that would take us to around, that'd be about 6 years before then, wouldn't it? So 2006?
So we're thinking 6 or 7. Should we go?
Seven.
You're going to go 7. I was going to say, should we go 6 because like it might have launched, right? But we didn't see him.
Yeah.
I'm willing to. Yeah. Whatever you guys think.
Should we go 2006?
Oh, I do think it's 7.
Well, no. In which case,
I'm starting to think it's 8. No.
No.
2007.
8's too late, I think.
Okay, 2007. Let's do that.
Final question of general knowledge. In cricket, what is the maximum amount of people allowed on the field at any one time during play?
Now, is he being a little bit funny here and including umpires?
Oh,
Bit cheeky.
Yeah.
And also, there are circumstances in... I hate being the Asian guy coming out with all the cricket stuff. So every time there's a cricket question, it's like, do you know...
Also, the fact he's put people and not
Yeah.
players.
Because there are scenarios where you can have a runner.
Right.
If you're injured but you still want to bat, you can have someone do the running for you.
Yeah.
There was a Pakistani cricketer called Inzamam Ul-Haq who was never injured but was just massive, just a big fat guy, and he would just be like, can't run. So he'd always have a runner on doing the runner, but just fucking thwack him out of the park. Yeah.
So you could. Okay. So
Could you have got to the stage where it's like, you know what? I can't be asked to bat either.
Yeah.
He just sends out 2 of his mates, like Mark Morrison doing community service. Just sends out someone else and just, you do it as well.
Yeah.
It was a sort of,
and then since work from home's become a thing, he's just sat there on an iPad. It's just FaceTime.
I'll do it all remotely. Yeah.
So there is a scenario where you've got 2 sets of 11 players, 2 umpires, and both batsmen have an additional runner. So you could have 26. But I just think that feels like I'm overthinking it.
No,
Yeah. Let's put it 26
Yeah.
because it feels like you've done the workings out.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I think I've done something really stupid.
What have you done? Wait, because we haven't got the answers yet.
We haven't got the answers yet.
We haven't handed it in yet.
But I have just clocked. I've just done 11 players on both teams on field, which wouldn't happen because one team would be batting. So you'd have 11 players plus the 2 batsmen.
you remembered him.
Or women.
You remembered him and Nick.
Which would be 13, and then your 2 umpires, 14, 15, and then your 2 runners, 15, 16, 17. Yeah.
So you can't have everyone else just sort of standing around on the edges going, "Go on, lads."
You can, but they're not on the ground.
They're not okay.
They're not on the ground.
Allowed on the field. Yeah.
I was so shit at cricket as well. I was so bad. I went to a cricket club, like my dad would make me go. I was aged like 11, 12 in an India shirt, and everyone at this cricket club was Pakistani, and for the white guys in the room, they don't get on. They do not get on.
Sure.
And I was just bullied. And they were just like, and I was like, Dad, can I just not wear the India shirt? And he was like, you've got to be proud of it. So I'd go there, and then like my only friend was the coach, which made them more annoyed. I was the shittest one there because like, my only friend was the coach. He would put me in like as captain, despite being markedly the worst one there. I was once in batting for the whole duration of the game, scored no runs. But they just couldn't get me out, but I scored no runs. And they've got these guys being like, just fucking get yourself out, we've got no runs on the board here. And I'm just like, and the coach's like, no, you stick to your ground. My dad's there like, show them. Oh my God,
so
horrific.
it was just really a lot of sort of slightly bigger men telling you
Yeah,
what to
yeah,
do.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
oh, I don't know whether...
I don't know.
When I played cricket at school, I mean, I hated all sports at school.
Yeah.
Just really, really hated it. So they explained, it was primary school as well, so like the last year of primary school, they said, okay, so the rule is if the things on the top of the sticks fall on the ground, then you're out. So we'd sat on the side for ages, which I loved.
Yeah.
That was the best bit.
That is a theme you have said a few times. But when do the men sit on the side? 'Cause I do like
that's
that
the bit
bit.
I like. Sitting on the side, chatting to my friends, and then I walked up and I knocked him over myself, and then walked back and sat down. And everyone's like, "Oh!" I was like, "What?" That's the end of my go. My go's over, right? You can't make me. I've knocked him over. That's the rules, right? And they're like, yeah, it is the rules. Well, there we go. Let's stick to the rules. And they're like, yeah, but we didn't score any points. It's like, I don't want to score any points. I don't understand why you're so fascinated by. And also, if you want to score points, why have you asked me to do it? How many points do you think you're honest you're going to get with me playing properly? 1 or 2? Just accept this.
All of them
It's
biting
much
their tongue
quicker.
saying, stop saying points, it's runs. Are you all right? Genuinely, sitting on the side in cricket is the best bit.
I've heard it's a really.
It's the
I don't
best
know
bit.
anything really about cricket, but I've heard it's a really good day out to go and watch. You just
Yeah,
sat in the
yeah,
sun
yeah.
all day, a few ciders,
have a
Yeah.
few
bit of a
drinks.
picnic.
Yeah.
It's
I've
gorgeous.
heard it's lovely. Maybe I should get into it. So, well, you remember that in the nick of time because I was just about to turn the page, which is our definition of locking in. So, turning the page.
That's very accidentally partridge, isn't it?
Right, are we happy to do the answers now?
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
the page has been turned.
Page has been turned.
Page
This
has
is
been
it.
turned.
It's
We've locked
locked.
it in.
I think we could have a 5 out of 5 here.
Yeah, we like. I mean, it's quite exciting when we are in a position where on an episode we can get 5 out of 5 on a round.
So you're saying that the aim of the game is to get all the points? Am I using points in the correct way there? Yeah.
So, collective noun for a group of owls. Parliament.
In. Get in.
5 New York boroughs. Do you want to read out what we put, Jake? And I'll
So-
tick them off.
I'll go in order of I think what we were most sure of. We very quickly said the Bronx.
We said Queens.
We said Queens
Bronx
and
is in there.
We said
Brooklyn.
Queens
Queens is in there.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
We said Manhattan.
Yeah.
And then we were going to say New Jersey, but we changed it to Staten Island.
Correct.
Get in.
Oh,
Get in.
well done.
The name of the first dog in space. Leica.
Like the first
Great
time
bit of
space,
knowledge.
yeah.
In which year was the first iPhone launched? Now, this is one we were teetering with, wasn't it? 2007.
Oh,
We
no,
said-
no,
no,
no.
we said
we moved to
2006.
We went back.
I'm sorry.
That's my fault. That's my fault. That's absolutely my fault there.
Started clapping.
Because, yeah,
like
we were slow clapping.
Yeah.
So, to be fair.
Yeah. So that's the 5 out of 5 out the window.
That's gone.
Down
Oh
with Swanee.
no, Liam.
And then in cricket, what is the maximum amount of people allowed on the field at any one time during play? You just remembered in the nick of time that not both
Yeah,
teams
but
are
there's this
always...
runners. There's this like
The
weird
answer
thing with
is...
runners count.
We said 17, the answer.
Yep.
17.
Really?
Well done.
Well done.
Well done, Jake.
Do you know what? I
That
blame myself for the iPhone because I was the one who said, maybe let's go back a year because they probably did a launch in America.
I was
the year before.
willing to go up to 2008, 2009. So
I think you're going to be blamed anyway because your name is the quiz team.
Yeah, fair enough.
So round 2 in Tim's quiz, which Tim, I'm enjoying it so far. I really am.
Yeah, really
good. Look, it's one of those things, Tim, where if we had failed to identify this sort of weird quirk with the cricket thing, I'd be saying you're a trickster, you're a fraudster, you're deceitful, and I hate you. The fact we have got it, I think you're clever. I think you're nuanced, and I think you've got a long quiz mastering career ahead of you.
That's going to be a fun bit when he explains it to the pub.
Yeah,
right? You know, when he's over the little
Yeah.
tinny microphone and everyone goes, "Oh, Tim,
Oh, he has got.
we're going to have to watch you."
He has done us there.
Yeah,
he has
yeah.
done us there.
And also because it's his first one, no one knows his form. No one
Yeah.
knows the kind of. There was a pub quiz.
his form.
But like people don't know, like there was a
they
guy
don't know what they're getting.
at university. There was a guy in the local pub who ran a pub quiz, and after a few weeks, you realised that often the answers were him. The answer would be that guy. So like he'd do like a "Who am I?" I supported Van Morrison.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, right, Van Morrison. Who supported Van Morrison? And you do like a load of things, and eventually the answer was me because I bought Van Morrison's records. And you're like, okay, well that's annoying, but we know for the
That's
future
really
if there's ever
annoying.
a really odd question, you're like, well, how am I supposed to know who supported Van Morrison in
Yeah,
1973?
yeah.
It's probably him. So at least
That's
no one.
so arrogant, isn't it? That's so
It
arrogant.
rewards loyalty.
It does.
It really rewards loyalty. Round 2, entertainment. I think you're going to be quite good at this.
Hope so. I mean, that's the business I work
You
in.
work in show business, goddammit.
Yeah, I work in entertainment, so fingers crossed.
How you feeling about entertainment, Liam?
Yeah, it depends.
It does depend,
Depends,
doesn't it?
yeah.
That's like, you know, you don't want to say, oh, I'm really going to be hot on this.
Yeah.
And then all the questions I mean, I was going to say about like shows from the 1970s, but I would be quite good on that. But that's, but you know, like,
It's such a broad spectrum,
it's
isn't
such
it?
a broad
Yeah.
spectrum.
Yeah.
Like
You know?
it could be about gaming.
Your
what I mean?
idea of entertainment is Babe Station and Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Or it could be something else. Question number 1. In which film does Jack Waltz come face to face with the head of Khartoum?
Jack Waltz.
Jack Waltz.
I don't know who Jack Waltz is.
I don't know who
Face to
Jack
face
Waltz
with the head of cartoon.
That sounds a bit like it could be like Indiana Jones or something like that.
It feels like the Mummy,
Yeah.
or something like this, doesn't it? It feels like.
Oh, Jack Waltz. Is Jack Waltz Brendan Fraser's character in The Mummy?
It's. I mean, if we're going to give it a sort of semi-educated guess, that would be
Yeah,
where I'd go.
I think that's a really good
Should we
shout.
go for the Mummy?
Yeah,
I think his name is Jack, actually, in The
A
Mummy.
movie from the Mummy franchise.
yeah. If we just say the Mummy, we might get away with it.
Would he accept the Mummy Returns? let's not even mention.
I'll
it.
tell you
Yeah.
what he won't accept, The Scorpion King.
That's true. Well, no one should.
Question number 2. Members of which band wrote the books The Dinosaur Who Pooped Christmas, Pooped a Rainbow, and Pooped a Princess?
It's good old Tom Fletcher
Yeah, it's
from
McFly.
Oh, really?
McFly,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's the band they want, isn't it? So yeah, members of which band? Yeah.
Well, they wrote. Okay, great. Question number 3. In Peep Show, which town does Superhands run to as a replacement for taking drugs? I think he accidentally runs to Windsor.
Yeah.
I think from my.
'Cause he phones them, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I've accidentally run to Windsor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like being someone who can quote sitcoms. I don't
Yeah.
think it's cool. It's not, is it?
Well, it is in this
In
instance.
this instance.
In this instance, is that
Yeah.
you found that, you know what? It's all about context, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're not on a first date.
But there's certain questions, Matthew, that when you answer them, you feel quite like, yeah, I've got that. That's not one I feel like, oh yeah.
You feel disappointed in
Yeah.
yourself for knowing it.
No, despite I like Peep Show, I'm not ashamed of that. But to be able to sort of
It's just that. It's
no
basically just saying
specific quotes,
that's
I
like
think is a bit.
100 hours of TV watch.
Yeah. It's only know from watching it over and over and over.
Yeah.
Question number 4. The TV show The Bear is about which profession?
It's about running a little cafe, isn't it? It's about chefing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's about.
I've never heard
It's
of it.
just he opened with something that definitely wasn't a profession.
Running a little cafe, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. I bet you we can
Sorry,
walk around.
on the drop-down box of the government census,
We can walk around
policeman, nurse, running a little cafe.
Are you saying running a little cafe? Is it?
It's a profession, but I would say restaurateur.
Okay, sure.
A chef.
If you want to big it up,
Yeah, if you want to blow smoke up us, but really, Gordon Ramsay, he runs a little cafe.
cafe.
That's what he does. He's got a little restaurant. Nobody, Jamie Lovett loves a lovely little restaurant.
How's your little restaurant then going, Gordon?
Yeah.
Not well, I don't think, actually.
So which profession is that?
All
Chefing.
right, being
Chef.
chef or
Chef, he's a chef.
or the restaurant business.
Chef. Yeah.
Can't have a one-word profession, this guy. He can't.
Well, you know.
The intro's gone to his head. He does too many different things. Question number 5. Who wrote the novel Jurassic Park? Trick question. It's a film.
Yes, good point.
So, do you think that's what Tim's?
That's
tried
what
to
he's
do?
doing. Yeah. Trick question.
It wasn't a novel, was it?
It wasn't of. It was Michael Crichton. Is the answer.
Okay, fine. Thank you for humouring us.
But, Michael Crichton, turn the page, lock it in. Turn it. Liam, turn the page.
It's locked in. It's locked in.
Okay, here we go.
Go on, Jake.
Question number. Do you know what? We're only unsure on one of these, right?
Yeah, don't do it
So shall I
reverse
go in
order.
reverse order?
Yeah, let's do it.
Question number 5. Who wrote the novel Jurassic Park? It was Michael Crichton.
So it was originally a book, Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Question number 4.
What were you going to write as the answer? Trick question. It's a film.
It's a film.
So the
I
answer
sort of
is
said
trick
it
question.
as
it's
a
a
and I
film.
thought maybe I have.
Maybe every final question
yeah.
is a little bit.
Yeah. But I just love the idea of the answer being trick question. It's a film.
You're not going to believe this. Here we go. The TV show The Bear is about which profession? After berating Matthew Crosby, Tim's actually written chefing/restaurants.
I told you it wasn't one word. It's a complex show.
He's to be fair to him,
Yeah,
hasn't put
yeah,
one word
yeah.
down. Question number 3. In Peep Show, he accidentally runs to Windsor. Number 2, members of which band? Great knowledge, guys. McFly. And number 1, Jack Waltz comes face to face with the head of the cartoon in The Godfather.
Ooh. That's a shame. That's a real shame. And Jack Waltz, is that the actor who plays the singer?
Jack Waltz, I think, is the character.
Oh, is he? I thought it was called Johnny Go Lightly or something like that.
He,
I thought he had a sort of cool, groovy name.
Well, one thing we have learnt from doing this is that Fontaines DC
oh yeah.
are named after the Fontaines, the band in The Godfather.
But they had to change it to DC for Dublin City.
Lovely.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. You already knew
This
that.
is
didn't you?
Radio X. That is absolutely the sort of thing I would say. I will say after playing Fontaines DC, and Ed will have a go at me for the rest of the link. 4 straight minutes of telling me how fucking boring I am on live radio.
Let's have a break from the quizzing.
That's a great
Yes.
segue, actually.
Let's have a break from the quizzing and get into that, actually. How long have you been doing Radio X for?
6 years now.
6 years.
6 goddamn years.
And you
yeah.
know what? It's paid off. You're a natural broadcaster,
Oh,
aren't you?
thanks very much.
You come in here, and it's felt like this episode has felt like the Rolls Royce of episodes.
Yeah.
It's felt very smooth.
Yeah.
Can't drive, so I don't know if they are smooth, but I think they are. It's just felt very, very, very lovely. Yeah, you're very good at it.
That's fantastic. I didn't drive here, by the way. That wasn't the parking I was asking for. Have you got on-street parking, and is it absolutely massive? No, I've driven in a Vauxhall Corsa. Because I do still work in radio. There's not a lot of money in it.
We were kidding a bit earlier, but you do have so many strings to your bow. How did comedy all start for you?
Well, it started in around the time when the iPhone came out. If I was gonna put a year on it, it's just one of those things. You just always wanted to. I was just desperate to do it. I sort of watched telly all the time. That was all I did, was watch telly, and all I watched was comedy. And I was just obsessed with the idea of just being involved in it in some way. So that's what I like. Basically, the fact I've got so many jobs is because I ask everybody, can I be involved in that?
Yeah.
Can I do a bit of podcasting? Can I be on your radio show? Can
Yeah.
I come and write for your TV show? So there's no bit of it I don't love. I find every bit of it really.
Is there one thing that you love more? Like, do you love doing a bit of acting more than you love presenting or writing or stand-up or sketch?
I'm lucky enough to be whatever I'm doing that day is always great. I just because it means I'm never doing the same thing. I've had jobs where you wake up at the same time every day and you go to the same place, and you know that's what a lot of people do. But I love the fact that every morning I don't know what it's going to be. You know, I'm driving to Deptford today. to do this.
Yeah.
It's great. There's no bit of it I ever think. I think there's bits of it I'm better at. Like I've acted in things, and whenever I watch myself in anything I've acted in, have you acted in stuff? Obviously you've done your stuff you've both done your stuff online.
I started to do a little bit of stuff here and there. I recently did a Curry's advert with Dan Tiernan.
Oh yeah,
quite fun. A few little. I did like a little pilot for something with Danny Dyer was in it. That was quite exciting.
Oh, that's exciting.
But
how was Dyer to work? Because I adore Danny Dyer.
he was great, man. He was so cool.
Yeah,
he just wanted to he was doing it for free. It was a mate of a mate, so
Yeah.
he just had this thing that was self-funding a pilot, and he turned up, was nice to everyone, chatted to everyone. We had a scene together in a pub, and we were sort of just necking a few pints together, and he was like, "Let me tell you this, Ollie Murs and Mark Wright, toxic." I thought, beautiful.
Well, I could have told you that.
Beautiful.
And he is somebody who seems like he's done loads of different stuff, but
Yes.
every bit of it he really enjoys.
Yeah.
And you just go, it's a gift to be able to get to do this, you know,
It
to
really
be able to
is.
keep doing it for as long as I've been able to. And so, yeah, every bit of it's brilliant. But if I see myself acting, I always like people who can really act. If you act alongside people who can really act, Danny Dyer, as we well know, Harold Pinter's favourite actor. He's a genuinely brilliant actor. He's great. That's what makes him such a sort of, you know, so compelling to watch. If I see myself acting alongside people who can genuinely act, I always go like, look at this. What you do with you know, as soon as they say okay, and action, you're sort of like, how do you move your arms when you're talking? You know, every bit of it, I feel like I've acted alongside people who really know what they're doing, and you watch it back and you're like, just chill out, mate. It's okay, less is more. And then you watch something like Happy Valley, which you're like, that's gritty naturalism, and you watch it and they're doing almost nothing.
Almost
and
nothing.
That's what's so brilliant. But then you watch, like I was doing a thing with Pappies. We were doing some little sketches for BBC Bite Sized. So you may have even watched them at school. Like
Really?
if you were studying for like The Crucible or Blood Bond or any of those, we did all the sketches that they played in classrooms, right? So it was us and the Birthday Girls. We had a really great time doing it. But the night before we did The Crucible, Tom watched Daniel Day-Lewis in The Crucible and was like, I'm just going to do nothing. Because he's so subtle. He's so small. And the director had to keep saying, would you mind just doing anything at all? Because he would just be stood there like this. And you're like, no. Yeah, that's all well and good, but, you know, you do have to sort of look as if someone's talking to you. It's just like just staring into space. So doing loads is way easier than doing almost nothing.
Yeah.
Because doing almost nothing requires you to actually sort of do something.
Matthew, where can people find you online, and where can they hear your podcast?
Oh, they can find me on Instagram, or Pappy's Comedy is where we put all our clips up. So you can, and then the podcast is Pappy's Flatshare, and I'm on the radio on Sunday mornings, 8 till 11. But there's also a podcast of that as well, which you can get. They ask us to say you can get it through the Global Player, I'm assuming that's how you listen to all your podcasts, through the Global Player?
Through the Global Player, yeah.
Some people use this thing called Spotify.
No, thank you. No,
Global
thank you.
Player only.
No,
Trust in the Global Player.
Absolutely, yes. All hail the Global Player.
So round 3 from Tim. It was Tim, wasn't it?
Yeah. You said that like it might not be his real name.
Yeah,
Tim, apparently.
I got it wrong. Is food and drink.
Okay.
Quite nice.
Now, this is tricky, isn't it? Because obviously we've all consumed food and drink.
Yeah, big time.
A couple of times.
But how much attention do you pay to it?
Are you a connoisseur of this stuff?
No, not really. Like even with beer, like I like beer, but I wouldn't call myself a connoisseur.
Just have the lager.
Yeah, just have
the
cheapest
lager. The lager, yeah.
It's like people are into wine. I'm always really impressed because I just can't really tell.
Yeah.
I can tell if it's bad.
I can tell between red and white easy.
What about coffee?
No,
Some people really sort of mull over like the.
I can tell if coffee's like been burned, but then that's true of like most foods.
Yeah.
You can tell if it's got shit in it. Yeah, easy. I think it's got shit in it. Ooh, an educated palate.
Oh, a snob, I see. Yes.
So food and drink from Tim. But I feel like we've hit the posting rounds 1 and 2, aren't we? 2 4 out of 5. So let's see if we can get it here.
Was 4 out of 5 not good? Is that not?
No,
It is
but
good, but to get the 5 out of 5, we've both.
Basically, you really want. Okay, right. You want
We
a
were
5.
a year out on the first one, and then
Yeah.
Gus got the film wrong. So question 1: what does IPA stand for?
Oh, well, everyone knows this, right?
Yeah.
Indian Pale Ale.
Indian Pale Ale. Yeah.
Sorry, I took that from you there. You teed yourself up.
No, you know what? Because I literally said everyone knows it, and you're part of everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't let anyone tell you differently.
Hence why everyone is in the team now. Question 2: what animal is calamari made from?
One for you.
Hey.
Squid.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
There we go. Food of my origin, food of yours.
Some of the time, have you heard the thing about bung?
Bung.
Fake calamari.
No.
Yeah, so there's like in certain restaurants they will serve bung, which is basically chopped up colon, because it's got the same consistency.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
That makes total sense now you've said it as well.
So yeah, if you think about, so you
It's got shit in it.
sometimes you'll get it's really chewy squid we're eating here, but it's because it's bung.
But they advertise it as calamari.
Oh
and
yeah.
just-
They say it's calamari.
I suppose because you're not set. Yeah.
You can't advertise it as old arseholes, can you?
Yeah.
Who wants it?
Yeah.
I'll have.
I was thinking I've never seen bung on the menu.
Yeah.
Small plates, bung.
Instead of the chips, would I have a plate of deep fried arseholes next to it? Is that possible?
They've only got calamari. I want some bung.
Get the deep fried arseholes because you can't make it at home. Yeah. You can make bolognese any day. Have the arseholes.
So far so good. Question 3: what is the name for a wine bottle that is the size of 2 standard bottles?
Oh, no,
Magnum.
I was going to say
Is a Magnum 2?
Because
there's a Nebuchadnezzar as well, but that's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's like a Colossus.
I thought a Magnum was pretty big. But I
Magnum.
suppose 2 wine bottle sizes.
Yeah, I think Magnum is right.
I think it's Magnum.
Yeah.
We're
4.
racing through this, aren't we?
We
doing. I feel like this. No, do you know what? We said this last time.
I know.
Yeah.
If we get one, we don't even know that we're right on this. If we get one that we're sort of vaguely confident of,
There's always a moment of just maybe.
Yeah.
Just
Are we
maybe the
the
3 smartest men that ever lived. Yeah. I think we might be.
We are Matthew Crosby.
And also we're waiting for that trick one, which has been in the last 2 rounds.
yeah.
So question 4: what type of nut is marzipan made from? Almond?
These nuts. That's out the way, and the answer is almonds.
Okay. I'm glad that's out the way.
Can we just get that out of the way?
Can we? Can you assure us it's out the way? Because I feel like if
gonna
anything,
come back, yeah.
it's now
I
you've
feel
had
like if anything we're still lingering on it.
I feel like if anything now there's a sort of fug in the
It's
air.
left a bad taste in the
There's
mouth.
some- there's some-
so
a bit of
these
a bung
nuts,
in
and
there.
it is backy as well. Yeah.
That's the problem.
Question number 5.
Okay.
This must be the trick one. What type of flour does vanilla come from?
This feels like sort of a you'll know.
Well, no, because I would say vanilla comes from vanilla pods, which
Yeah.
I'm assuming come from vanilla flowers.
Yeah.
But that can't be the answer.
No.
Orchid.
No, that's opium.
Is it really?
No. Oh wait, well, it's poppies that you get heroin from, isn't it?
I really think
Is it?
it's,
But orchids, you think have vanilla
pods in
pods
them.
in them.
I don't know where I've heard this from,
It's
but I
the
really
vanilla
think it
pod,
is.
but yeah, what would be the flour on it?
Do you feel like it feels like if it were coming from a particular flower that wasn't the vanilla pod, that you'd see them on the front of ice cream tubs?
I feel like you do a bit. I actually
You
feel you
do.
do. It's like a white flower, but maybe that.
Yeah.
I'm sure like that does.
I would if you guys weren't here, which you are, and I'm happy about that. I would put orchid.
Should we go orchid?
But
Listen,
I feel
I haven't got an alternative
I
answer.
haven't. I've not got any advantage.
it's weird. It's the first time I've had a negative energy from Crosby all afternoon.
Is it really?
Yeah.
'Cause I've been finding
yeah.
daggers all the entire course. So something's off with me.
But the thing is, I have nothing to back it up with. So if I was in your position, I would also be like, look,
But you have something with nothing behind it. We've got nothing with nothing behind it. So we've got to go with the
So I
something
think we've
with
got to
nothing
go for it.
behind
And if it's wrong, there's no blame.
Okay.
There is no
fine.
blame.
We haven't-
And we're just for the completion of thought. A vanilla pod in itself cannot just that is not a flower, is it?
I don't think so. No, and also I think that would be too obvious to be the answer. I think there is a flower. What is the flower?
This is the
on
genius
pod?
of Tim. He's done just enough trickery peppered throughout that we're not just like because there are quizzes in the past where the whole thing is like, well, I feel completely uneasy. It's just a little sprinkle of doubt that he's put in. I think very well done, Tim.
I think the residents of Salcombe are in for a treat.
They
when
are. Yeah.
Brewers
There's
tap
nothing
bars.
vanilla about their evening out. I can say that for sure.
So we're going orchid.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the answers.
Okay, here we go.
What does IPA stand for? Indian Pale Ale. We knew
Guess
that.
so.
What animal is calamari made from? Squid. We knew that.
Nice.
What is the name for? Oh, we weren't actually total on this, were we? What is the name for a wine bottle that is the size of 2 standard bottles?
We said Magnum.
It is Magnum.
Oh,
Get in.
for that.
Question 4. What type of nut is marzipan made from? Almond. We knew that. So this
Did
is
you
it.
say almond?
Yeah, I got that as well. Yeah, almond.
Is that a different thing altogether?
I say almond.
I say almond as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
you say almond. I think we've got 3 things going on.
Oh,
I'm
really?
saying- you're really hitting every letter. Almond.
Yeah.
Almond.
I'm saying almond.
Almond.
So basically AR, and you're saying almond.
Yeah, almond.
As in like Great Ormond Street Hospital.
Yeah, you are saying almond. You know Mark Almond?
Yeah.
From
Mark Almond.
Mark Almond.
Well, I'd say Mark Almond, but you say Mark Almond.
Yeah, from what was that band?
Soft Cell.
Soft Cell.
Yeah.
Had a stomachache and he went to the doctor.
This, by the way, I can't believe you're telling this like this is fact of the day.
He had a
No,
he had a stomach. He went to the
Yeah.
doctors. They found a gallon of cum.
No, they didn't.
They
They opened him up. He was
found
like a chicken Kiev. Yeah. No, that's not. That is, by the way, that is up there with the with like Prince
It's like a
having
big cream egg.
Prince having a rib removed. It's that is,
Guys, it was a gallon of
there's
cum.
absolutely right. I tell you now. There've been so many celebrities that's been attached to.
Lady Gaga. Gallon of cum.
Rod Stewart.
Gallon.
That's what people. Yeah, but like loads of people who've been like, who's a bit pervy.
Yeah.
It's
like-
so much cum.
Yes, because it's. I'll tell you why. Because it's not true. We know
gallon.
We
A
know
gallon.
cum is 10cc. That's why the band's called 10cc. It's like a teaspoon, isn't it? They say they were saying it's like a teaspoon. That was in sex education today. It's a teaspoon like sized amount. And you're like, who's jizzing into teaspoons? Let's not.
Yeah.
Can you not just look at it and go, it's a small amount,
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
bringing cookery into it.
Who's jizzing into teaspoons? One kid at the back. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, it's-
Strange.
but yeah, no, it's like the celebrity getting the rib removed so they can suck their own dick.
Yeah.
It never happened, but loads of people.
Who was it?
have been
From,
attached to.
who was it?
Gallon of cum.
Who?
It's not
Mark
Almond.
Almond, and
From-
Lady Gaga.
Mark Allman from.
Both on separate occasions. And that in total is 2 gallons of cum.
That's Jake's fact of the day.
Yeah.
That's Jake, just to kick things off. Imagine if that was my fact. Listen, right? Didn't hear it from me. He had honestly, a gallon of Harry inside him. Unbelievable.
Harry!
Unbelievable.
Never heard Harry.
Never heard Harry Monk before? I feel like
The Doctor,
if
got a gallon of Harry in you.
if you're going to plot a turning point when this all went off the rails, it was D's nuts. Come on,
Yeah,
D's
yeah.
nuts. D's nuts. Unfortunately, D's nuts gave you the permission to tell your rude anecdote. It
Yeah.
didn't happen.
No,
Yeah.
it was hearing almond. I thought, I'm in.
Yeah, but I think if almond had happened without D's nuts, so it's the question.
Yeah.
The marzipan,
Yeah,
it's
it's
the marzipan
it's all
question.
marzipan, yeah.
But anyway, yes, Mark Almond.
What type of flower does vanilla come from? This is for the 5 out of 5. We said
We said orchid.
You said orchid,
Orchid.
yeah.
orchid.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
5 out of
Oh
5.
my god, 5 out of 5.
Jake. Oh my
Well
god.
done, mate.
Oh God!
And if only we trusted you with the iPhone as well. Could
Yeah.
have been 5 out of 5 for the first one
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Well, I trusted you with the iPhone. Yeah. I mean, but either way,
So that takes us to.
oh, that feels good, doesn't it, to get 5 out of 5?
Yeah.
That was good, yeah.
Also,
yeah.
I think there was a bit of, more than any other guest, a little bit of pressure on you to get one.
Yes.
Come in, you know what I mean?
Come in,
Driving here, smart, on the waters. we're here to do we're here to answer a quiz.
We're here to.
We're not here for a
We're not
laugh.
here to mess around,
Yeah.
are we?
Don't care that we're in a pub. I'm just scared it's parking. All right, doing a quiz, and we've excelled as a team.
Great.
We have excelled. 13 out of 15.
That's good.
Should we do a bit of a review of Tim's quiz?
Yeah, I'd love to. I think we've got some criteria that we sort of rate the quizzes on.
Number 1 is question marks. How's he done his question marks? He's failed on that.
He's
Not
just
good.
given us 15 statements.
So, in terms of playability out of 10, what would you give Tim's quiz?
I thought it was very play. It led to a lot of good chat.
It really
Yeah.
did.
It wasn't, I think if we got 15 out of 15, that would be way too easy, right?
I think we've talked
Yeah.
about everything from geography to music to science today. It feels like
to absolutely bogus things that never happened.
yeah.
We've
We've got through a gallon of cum.
Gallon of Harry.
Gallon of Harry.
We've got through a gallon. Oh, we've got through a gallon of. How much did you? Got through a gallon.
Is that a
last night?
gallon?
Is that a gallon?
Is that a gallon? On the dot?
I
I love after a gallon. I love after a gallon of Harry. It was just got a bit of a stomach.
I literally can't explain why. What have you been doing? Mel, don't worry about that. I can't explain why I've got this bellyache.
I couldn't have a teaspoon more.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
don't
have to go
think
to the-
as well, if they're pumping someone's stomach, they sort of measure it, do they? If you're having your stomach pumps, if you're having
Yeah.
the charcoal and all that going down, they're not going, hang on a sec, we can get more out of this.
Scalpel,
Come on, I
pump,
reckon.
measuring
Come on,
jug.
Come on, yeah.
I tell you what, just weigh that.
Yeah, just because that.
This is quite impressive.
Just for us.
Yeah.
Just for the room.
Tim,
Let's find if that's a gallon.
Tim, I'm so sorry that your quiz has become so cummy towards the end.
Yeah.
It is my
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah.
But
Take it round to the fertility clinic.
question. Range of questions out of 10.
So what do we have? We had general knowledge,
Yeah.
we had entertainment, we had food and drink. Do you know what? There was a nice variety, but there was nothing there that was so niche that it would make you worried if you heard it. If it was like, if one of them was like Guatemalan culture, you could see a pub quiz team going, no, I just don't know anything
Yeah.
about that. Whereas entertainment, nice and broad, food and drink, nice and broad, general knowledge, obviously could be
Yeah.
more broad. So I feel like that's good. And the
Yeah.
questions within them seem pretty broad.
And finally, good vibes, just general experience of the whole podcast. It includes the quiz, that includes our producers, it includes the quality of the water, the location, our company, everything out of 10.
Every bit of it, 10 out of 10.
Fantastic.
Oh, lovely.
Well, you have been a
Yeah,
10 out of 10 guest,
Yeah.
Matthew Crosby.
Oh, it's
and
been a
thank you.
pleasure.
It's been a coup for our podcast getting you on this.
Massive.
Really has.
Radio X is the coolest radio station. It is the cool one, isn't
That's
it?
true.
That's sort of
Yeah,
like the cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that is universally agreed
It's the
amongst,
only one I listen to.
amongst
I'm a
dads.
global player.
you.
Of course, of
Thank
course.
you, always
I'll tell you who else has been a 10 out of 10. Tim from the Salcombe Brewery Tap House in South Devon. And Tim, do let us know when you
Good
are
luck.
running your quiz, and we will let people know.
Good luck.
I think you're well equipped to be a great quiz master, and that's from all of us here
Yeah.
in Matthew Quiz.
Bye-bye.
Bye.